Hello, and welcome to another edition of Metro PCS Phone Unboxer. Today's phone we will be unboxing is the ZTE Concord II. It is the sequel to its Concord I, which is obviously the top phone on ZTE's lineup. It is rival to the Samsung S5, the iPhone 5S, as well as the HTC One M8. If you're thinking about getting one of these three top-tier flagship phones, I highly recommend the ZTE. Let's take a look at it. Comes in a huge box, so take that off. As you can tell, it's in a bag, but so you can't really use the phone yet until you take it out of its bag. Now it is on the table, which is also in my hand now. Turn it around, you see it's got something that says attention. It's got some instructions about the back cover. So let's crack this battery out. So it kind of looks like that. And let's get the battery. They make the battery totally convenient, so you don't have to go and rummaging through a box if you're used to with the stupid like Samsung phones. You got to pick up 3 different things. Once again, you don't have to do that with the ZTE Concord II. Battery's right there. Let's try and do this with one hand. I should invest in a tripod. See, the trick is to make it look like it wasn't opened. So, I'm going to put the phone back like this. I can't really tell if you can see this or not, but gotta get the battery open. And out it falls. Huge battery. Let's take a look at some of the specs on this. Nah, it doesn't really matter. It's a simple battery. 1820 milliamp hours, so it's okay. Only use ZTE chargers with this. Don't use Samsung, because Samsung cheaps out on their chargers. So there's a rubber stopper for the SIM card. So when you first start getting the phone, you're going to remove this rubber part. I wish this camera app had focus. And next to that is the SD card, which goes right there. There's the camera, and there's the flash. Let's pop the battery in. Battery goes the other way. And it clicks in thusly. There we go. Boom. Back cover. Lift rubber stopper, then insert SIM card in a SIM slot. Okay, we're going to pop on the back cover. And we're going to power it on. The power button's on the top. It's right there. Booting up. You can see the coveted Metro PCS boot screen. It's got a blinking red light, which leads me to believe it could possibly have a low battery. Wow. That's nice right there. That is a intense boot screen. Boot logo and all that stuff. ZTE, one of my favorite brands. They make a high quality phone. High quality. I'm going to skip through the Android setup. You've all seen this before. And obviously the phone's not activated, so I'm not going to try any like speed tests or anything. Now, although the phone is not LTE capable, it is still faster, more efficient, and all around better quality than the Samsung Galaxy S5. I think that holds true, as well as the HTC M18. Or something like that. It's called something like that. Also, it is better than the LG Flex. You know, and I'm willing to rival anybody on those points. Okay, so we're gonna skip through this and look at that. It looks totally. You've never seen a Metro PCS phone that looks like this before. It's got a screen. It's got buttons. Let's check out what version of Android this sucker runs. Go to System Settings. About phone. It's got Jelly Bean 4.3. Which, if you know anything about Android, it's the best version of Android out. Most people will tell you, oh, you know, upgrade to KitKat. But KitKat totally sucks. It freezes. It's buggy. And they're all around there recalling it. People who install KitKat, 9 times out of 10, they're uninstalling it right away. Right away, they're uninstalling it because it's garbage. You want 4.3, the ZTE interface. It's got a... It doesn't have a front-face camera. But let's be honest, nobody uses that ever. Nobody uses a front-face camera. If you do, ooh, it's kind of lame. It's got a lot of home screens. It has an app drawer where you click there and see these are all the apps you can use, even though they're not on your home screen. Most phones, you got 2, 4 apps. This phone, you can have upwards of 12 or 20. And they're all in this app drawer. If you want to write a text message, you click the green smiley face. Yeah, you know, and you start typing your message. Let's see the internal storage on this phone. $1.32 gigabytes. I believe the Galaxy S5 has somewhere around 400, maybe 500 megabytes of internal storage. This phone doubles that. The HTC One 8 doesn't even come close to holding a flag to rival this phone. I would highly recommend this phone. And I haven't even gotten to the best part. This phone is $99. That's right. It's a sixth of the cost of the more expensive phones. And it's 6 times better. Thus, 36 times multiplying your value when buying this phone. You just can't rival things like that. It's got the awesome classic ZTE interface. And everything around it's good. It's the fastest phone possible. I believe it has somewhere around 9 gigabytes of DDR3 RAM. It's got a 64-bit processor. It's got a button, headphone jack. Most phones you can't plug your headphones into and listen to music. The Galaxy S5 says it has a headphone jack, but when you actually go to plug in your headphones, you realize it's just fake and you don't hear anything out of them. This is a genuine headphone jack. You know, would I recommend getting this phone? Yes. Yes, I would. I catch a lot of flack for saying, you know, bad things about these Metro phones. So I'd like to see you guys try and tell me anything this time. That, you know, I didn't talk highly about this phone enough, because I think I did. As we're coming to 9 minutes on this Unboxer review, it's whatever. It's a 4G phone. You get $99. It's either this or the Vitria, which is LTE, so you might want to still get the Huawei Vitria. Compared to the Samsung Exhibit, this phone just came out, so I'm not really sure how it holds up. Comparative to other ZTE phones tend to die, so, you know, there's that. Also, there's no front-face camera. If that's a problem, it's a problem. Otherwise, it's not. I don't really like the Metro Android interface, but once again, you know, I don't want to offend you guys, so can't say too many negative things about this stupid phone. Sure, get it. Whatever. Metro out.